Hey, what is up guys? Mike Locke here with another video blog. Thanks so much for tuning in. I want to talk about going to school or learning web design on your own. Now, I've gotten this question a lot. People ask me this all the time. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm a web designer. I'm self-taught. I taught myself web design around 1997. Slowly learned on my own, no school, and have been able to land really nice paying jobs and have had a successful career. So I'm a big proponent of learning web design on your own. Hence, I have my own training course where I teach people web design and things like that. Web design is a field, and I've said this many times, it's an amazing field where a degree is not necessary. You know, you're based on your skill set, your experience, and your body of work, your portfolio, etc. And those are the things that people look for. If you can design clean interfaces and design web applications, that's what companies look for today. Okay, so a degree is not necessary, is not even going to help you land that job. Everything is based on what you know. So I'm a big proponent of learning on your own, but I've gone on the record and I've told people in the past that if you're interested in going to school to learn web design and that's something that's on your mind, definitely go to school. And why? The answer that I'm giving to this question on whether you should go to school or learn on your own, there's two parts to it. There's one answer where I'm sort of waffling between two different answers. Then there's another real answer, and I'll get to that in a second, and you'll really learn how I feel about this. But my first answer is, yes, I have gone on record and I've told people to go to school. And the reason why I've told people to go to school is because if you're thinking about going to school and money is not the issue, definitely go to school and learn learn the curriculum and learn what they're going to teach you about web design in a few years. And then from there, you'll feel good about yourself because it's only going to help you, okay? The only downside of that is that I think is that it might cost you a lot of money, and that's the problem. But if you don't have that issue, if money is not an issue, then definitely go to school. And the reason why I have gone on record and told people to go to school is because I feel that school does a good job of automatically managing your expectations. Meaning, for those who go to a 4-year degree or a 2-year school, art school or something like that, you're automatically expected, or you're automatically expecting that you're not going to land a job within those few years. You're going to land a job after you have graduated. So you're automatically thinking, I'm not going to even get started from 2 years out or 4 years out from this point. And that's the difference from when you're learning on your own. People want to learn web design, when they're learning on their own, they want to learn web design in a weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want to be ready to rule the world on Monday. And that's where people come into a problem. Is that when you learn web design on your own, it's not going to happen overnight. When you go to school for web design, it's not going to happen overnight. It's basically the same amount of time that you're going to become good at this particular discipline. Whether you go to school, whether you learn on your own, it's going to take time. So what I would tell people, those of you who are learning on your own, think of it like school. Okay, when you go to school, you're not even going to be ready until 2 years later, until you've probably learned everything that you had to know or need to know about web design. So that's 2 years out. So if you're learning web design on your own, yes, start it on your own, but guess what? You're not going to be ready right now. You're not going to be ready next weekend. You're going to have to learn a lot of things, practice, trial and error, and then in about 1.5 years, 2 years, you'll be ready. That doesn't mean you can't play around and help clients and do little things here and there in the next few months just from learning the little things that you learn. But yes, you're not going to be ready to go out there and hit the world and rule the world and land a big job and whatnot. So it's going to take you some time. So that's my first answer. Yes, go to school if that's your thing and you don't have an issue with the money. Go to school because it's definitely going to help you out and it's going to manage your expectations and know that you're going to need some time to kind of build upon that. Now, my second answer is how I really feel. I have a 5-year-old son. He's going to be 18 one day and graduating from high school, and he's going to have the option to go to college or not. Someone would ask me, Mike, would you send your son to school to learn web design or whatnot? I will not. I will My opinion is I'm going to teach him from the time he's 10. I'm going to groom him to sort of be the next Mark Zuckerberg and teach him all about starting his own business, starting his, being an entrepreneur and going from there. Now, when it comes to me teaching him web design, I'm not going to tell him to go to school for web design. I'm going to teach it to him on his own. He's going to learn on his own in a sense that he's not going to have any formal education. And what I'm going to tell him, like I would tell everyone, is that you're not going to learn it overnight. Slowly work with me for the first year, kind of gain some skills, gain some knowledge, and kind of learn the ropes. After about a year and a half, after a couple years, 2.5 years or so, he's kind of ready. He's kind of learned a little bit here and there. He's kind of done things through trial and error and learned the ropes. Then he'll be ready to kind of go out on his own and hit the market and start ruling the world, so to speak. So that's my honest answer, and that's what I would tell you if you were my son or my daughter. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I'm going to tell her the same thing. And I'm going to, and that's my opinion on that. And the reason why I'm not a big proponent of school nowadays, first off, I'm in a great industry that where a degree is not required. But the second thing is school, even for those who need a degree and in different fields, is that school teaches you a lot of non-essential things. Just a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted energy on things that you're not going to use on a day-to-day basis. And not counting the large tuition bills and the debt that you come out of when you do go to school. So that's my biggest issue with school. If you go to a trade school and you spend some money to learn the exact thing that you're going to do once you get out of school or through that job, school is awesome. And I think school will eventually get to that, because right now it's just a big wasted money and a wasted time on non-essential things that you're not going to use in the real world. So that's my opinion about school. So for those of you who are interested in web design, I truly, in my heart of hearts, feel that you can save a lot of money by learning it on your own. The only thing that I tell you to think about is manage your expectations. Think about it like school. Okay, give yourself a year and a half, 2 years to really get into the groove and sort of learn all the things that you really need to know through trial and error, and then you're going to be ready. Okay, so if you give yourself those 2 years, if you manage your expectations, you can save a lot of money. You can buy training videos, books and stuff, and for under $300, $500, versus school is going to cost you $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000. That's just for a 2-year school, not counting a 4-year school. So that's my opinion on this subject, and I think it's up to you to make that decision. All right, if you have any questions, hit me up. Visit my website. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel or visit my website for more videos and more stuff from me. So thanks a lot. Visit my website if you have any questions. Shoot me an email. Use my contact link to contact me. All right, we'll be talking soon, and take care. Bye.